On Sunrise, coming up this morning, Bank of Ghana assesses viability of banks following the impact of government's domestic debt exchange program on their finances.
Banks' strategic decisions and its alignment with their risk appetites.
Also, experts in the cyberspace call for intensified efforts to build cybersecurity resilience in the financial sector.
We must intensify our efforts to improve cybersecurity resilience in those sectors, part of promoting a culture of digital safety.
Plus, Abose Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association hints its members will resist any attempt by officials of the Ghana Revenue Authority to carry out invigilation exercises on VAT compliance at their shops.
Let's address the structure of the VAT system, and after addressing it, you rope in everybody.
I am Manu Afful. We'll bring you the details of our headlines and many other stories shortly. Thank you for staying with us. In our first story, the Bank of Ghana says it has commenced a framework to assess the viability of banks following the impact of government's domestic debt exchange program on banks' finances. Known as Business Module and Viability Analysis Framework, Governor Dr. Ernest Addison said this initiative will ensure the financial stability of banks.
Speaking at the 40th Annual General Meeting of the Ghana Association of Banks, Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, said the framework has become necessary to assess and correct banks' vulnerability as a result of the domestic debt exchange program.
Ghana has commenced development of a business model and viability analysis framework to enhance its supervisory practices for assessing the sustainability of banks' business models. BMA allows supervisors to identify banks' vulnerabilities at an early stage and ensure safety and soundness. Following the adverse impact of the DDEP, the bank is focused on assessing implications of banks' strategic decisions and its alignment with their risk appetites.
Dr. Ernest Addison also revealed plans to intensify its capital framework to ensure banks hold adequate capital.
As a sequel to the implementation of Pillar 1 of Basel II-3 implementation in 2018, the bank intends to scale up the regulatory reform agenda through a series of engagements with GAP on the rollout of Pillar 2 of the Basel II-3 capital framework. The framework will ensure that banks hold adequate capital for all material risks inherent.
The 40th Annual General Meeting of the Ghana Association of Banks is themed Sustaining Financial Resilience in a Challenging Economic Environment.
That was a report by Bismarck Awusa. Meanwhile, banking consultant Dr. Richmond Itiahene has blamed harsh economic conditions and government's management of inflation for the increasing level of non-performing loans of banks. Bank of Ghana's latest summary of economic and financial data revealed that non-performing loans stand at 19.1% compared to 14% in October last year.
The microeconomic environment that has over the last 2 years, very, very harsh. Because suddenly you have a loan, maybe going for 30%, and then the policy and then the banks restructure and tell you that you're going to pay 30, 33 or 34. You're making the same return. Don't forget, you didn't predict that interest will go up. You didn't predict that energy prices will go up. The food suppliers to the food buffer stock, it took some of them 2 years to get their money back. They've all taken money. So the banks have no option rather than to downgrade these loans from OLM to doubtful and losses. If government has paid the contractors, road contractors, food contractors, all service providers who have taken loans from the banks to do their business, we will not have experienced these higher non-performing. And if we don't take care, it can really affect the stability and the resilience of all the banking sector in the country. So that is why the non-performing loan higher rate issue must be tackled with all speed and alacrity.
That was banking consultant Dr. Richmond Itiahene there. Away from that, experts in the cyberspace have called for intensified efforts to build cybersecurity resilience in the financial sector. A special envoy of the Global Conference on Cyber Capacity Building has highlighted the urgent need for the comprehensive policies and frameworks to combat cybercrimes in Ghana. Mokhtar Yedali was speaking at the official launch of the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month organized in Accra.
Emphasizing the importance of international collaboration, the envoy stressed Ghana's potential to become a beacon of cybersecurity in Africa hinges on forming strategic partnerships beyond borders.
Governments across Africa must lead by example. We need a comprehensive cybersecurity policies and frameworks backed by robust legislation. Cybersecurity must become the national imperative, and sufficient resources must be allocated to protect our critical infrastructure. In unity, there is strength. We must force partnership beyond our borders.
Reacting to statistics that the financial sector is the most hit with cyber attacks, Director General of the Cybersecurity Authority, Dr. Albert Intribuisiako, said there is the need to intensify efforts to build a cybersecurity resilient financial sector.
We have designated certain sectors of our economy as critical information infrastructure sectors. Ghana has designated 13 of the sectors. And as a country, we must intensify our efforts to improve cybersecurity resilience in those sectors, which is part of promoting a culture of digital safety.
Deputy Minister of Communications and Digitalization, Amma Poma Boateng, had this to say after launching the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Within the last 5 years, Ghana has taken progressive steps towards the development of cybersecurity in the country, and these include the ratification of the international treaties like the Convention on Cybercrime, also known as the Budapest Convention, and the African Union Convention on Cybersecurity and Personal Data Protection, known as the Malabo Convention.
The National Cybersecurity Awareness Month is themed promoting a culture of digital safety.
Now, in more stories, the Aboseo Spare Parts Dealers Association says it will stiffly resist any attempt by officials of the GRA to carry out invigilation exercises on VAT compliance at their shops. The group yesterday embarked on a 3-hour protest over their concerns, closing their shops to express their displeasure. Speaking to 3 Business, immediate past president of the association, Clement Boateng, stated that they would only rescind their decision after efforts are made to streamline the implementation of VAT policy across board.
The invigilation that they've been doing in the past, it is not all traders that they've been doing the invigilation on them. There are some selected, people. But what we are saying is, since the playing field is not leveled, suspend it and let's address the unevenness of the whole VAT system. Let's address the structure of the VAT system. And after addressing it, you rope in everybody. Then the VAT must go on. Okay. But the issues had not been addressed, and then we are still going on with the invigilation. Okay. And that is why they called for a press conference that they are not going to allow anybody to come and sit in their shop and do any invigilation. And so therefore, they embarked on a 3-hour closure of shops. So shops reopened again at 10 o'clock. But according to them, they are saying this is a tip of the iceberg. And if GRA continue to insist that they are going to come and sit in their shops for invigilation, they are going to meet them boot for boot.
And that was the immediate past president of the Aboseo Spare Parts Dealers Association, Clement Boateng. Now, Media General's Excellence has been endorsed by Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, CIMG. Media Journal won the prestigious CIMG Media Organizations of the Year and Marketing-Oriented Media Organization of the Year awards during the Institute's 34th Annual Marketing Performance Awards. The following 3 Business Desk reports has more.
October 1, 1997 remains an important footprint in the life of Ghana's media landscape. A new media organization, TV3 Network, was born in the heartland of Adesawe, Kanda, Accra. In its formative years, TV3 Network Limited, now part of the Media General group of companies, dominated the media landscape, serving viewers with the menu of news analysis, sports and entertainment shows that captivated audiences. TV3 has since become a staple in the menu of media broadcasting, News 360, Hot Issues, Agenda, Eziban, Efiera, Music, Talented Kids, Ghana's Most Beautiful, Mentor, got millions of viewers glued to their television sets. TV3's media excellence was endorsed by the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, CIMG, which awarded the network Media Organization of the Year in 2010. TV3's honors list includes Eziban, awarded the 2015 CIMG's Program of the Year, Agenda 2015 and 2018 CIMG Program of the Year. At the 34th Annual National Marketing Performance Awards ceremony held on September 30, 2023, the Media General Group has again come out on top as Media Organization of the Year and Marketing-Oriented Media Organization of the Year, recognizing its exceptional programming and audience engagement. This award affirms Media General as a market leader in news and entertainment. MG has demonstrated its commitment to impacting lives and livelihoods through its focus on human interest stories and medical and socio-economic support at the 3 Foundation. Don't forget that Media General is live on all social media platforms, where Media General has sustained substantive presence with over 2 million followers on Facebook and Twitter. This recognition by the CIMG is a statement to hard work and commitment to clients and viewers.
Now, take a listen to how the city is faring against major trading currencies and how some of our key commodities are faring on the global market.
On the interbank foreign exchange market, where banks trade amongst themselves, the dollar gained 2 pesos and it is selling at 11 cedis, 15 pesos. The British pound lost 8 pesos, selling at 13 cedis, 54 pesos. The euro lost 7 pesos and it is selling at 11 cedis, 71 pesos. However, be guided that these figures will be higher at a forex bureau near you. On the global commodities market, price of cocoa is up by 2.46%, selling at $3,502 per ton. Brent crude oil is down by 1.87%, selling now at about $90 per barrel, while the price of an ounce of gold is down by 0.99%, selling at about $1,830.
Now that was an update from the Forex and Commodities markets. That will be all for Business News on Sunrise. For more business stories, please check out our website, 3news.com. My name is Manu Afful. Stay tuned. Sports News is up next.